Hello and welcome. This video I'm actually gonna try, so it's taken me a bit longer to edit than just one day. The peak video will never come out. It's never coming out, but instead, today I've brought to you one of my favorite games, Red Hot Vengeance. It's a game made by an indie dev studio called Bros Before Giraffes. It's an absolutely fantastic game, and I love it to death. Today I'm going to show you every single way this game is an absolute fucking masterpiece, baby. Yeah, but also I've noticed that throughout my past 30 some videos, no one subscribed. Please! I'm trying to get paid for this shit. I want money. Anyway, enjoy! So let's talk Red Hot Vengeance, baby. Red Hot Vengeance is your classic 2.5D shoot 'em up game that is genuinely some of the most fun I've ever had in a game. It's a really, really fun game. I highly implore you to check it out. The tutorial is very simple. All you have to know, WASD to move, click to shoot or punch or stab or whatever, shift to shimmy around your camera, F to lock onto enemies, G to go into your weapon wheel, E to pick up things and interact with things, and of course you have your classic objective markers and blah blah blah. But it's these simple mechanics that make this game really good, like in the tutorial how it shows you that you can shoot through doors, and that is a big part of the game. You also have your car trunk where you will be accessing all of your weapons that you get throughout the entire game and you unlock through different levels. I have them all unlocked here, even though I've really been trying to delete all my save files from this game so I can show you the brand new player experience. I hate getting rid of save files. And let's obviously not forget about key cards so you can open doors. Duh. Anyway, on to our first level. We're here to take out a specific guy that the mob doesn't want. We're also set up with our characters' two main rules: no killing women and no killing children. Alright? This level is more of a tutorial on how the game will be like, and it's pretty good for a starter level, I'll be honest. You're going through the subway full of Russian mobsters, because the Russian mobsters like the guy you're trying to kill, and so you have to fight your way through all of them. And this is where we get introduced to our game's mechanics of shooting people and trying not to get shot. Your character is very, very fragile and likes to die at the slightest of touches, which is pretty fair because those slight touches are bullets. But he's very fragile and he requires your absolute attention to every detail that's on screen. This train sequence is honestly one of the best parts of the game. Just going through and seeing the unique ideas that these devs have is very interesting. You're on a moving train trying to get to the next station, and you run into mobsters that have even more powerful guns, like Uzis, that you can pick up and then use against the mobsters. And then these mobsters bring in a whole nother train packed with only other mobsters to shoot at you. Now this is where I have to create a complaint about the game. Unlike games like Hotline Miami and those types, this game, its camera is at an angle, which makes it very hard to tell when you are able to shoot others. But since the enemies are AI, they know exactly when they can shoot you. So it can feel very unfair at times when the mobsters can shoot you and when you can't shoot the mobsters. Another one of these game's mechanics is stealth. Trying to get through the stage without attracting as many enemies as possible and taking them out by surprise is very good and very important to you staying alive. But a lot of the times, a lot of your guns will be really, really loud and will attract enemies from every direction, which oftentimes makes your life harder. But that's a good thing. This game is hard for a reason. Anyway, we kill our first mobster guy and we beat our first level. And we're introduced to this game's classic art style, which is quite goofy at times, but also it is a very grungy and fun aesthetic. It is at times really packed with emotion, and at other times it's the main character shitting himself. But it is really, really fun to watch all of these cutscenes. And the voice actors may not be the best, but I have to give the main guy props. He does kind of nail it.
Got another job earlier today. Thought this was gonna be a routine infiltration. Some rich fucker pissed off the mob and was gonna pay the price. Intel says the soon-to-be dead man was waiting upstairs for me in a locked-down safe room.
Another great thing about this game is the many intricate ways you can actually play it. I mean, for one, this level has you entering through the front door. It seems really obvious, but you can also enter from the garage or any other of the entrances. And it's seen across the game that many times it's left up to player choice how they want to go through a level. There are a few times where it's directly railroaded, where you have no choice of which path or which people you want to kill, right? This game is very interactive, and it's one of the main reasons why I love it. You can shoot people through doors, you can bust the door down and blast them in the face, you can shoot them through windows, you can blow them up with explosives. You can use any weapon you want, you can go in loud and proud, or you can go in stealthy and silent. There are many, many ways you can play this game, all of which are good, all of which are challenging, and all of which are incredibly fun. In here, after we blast our way all the way to the top of the apartment, we'll find our target, and it isn't some rich fucker that the mob wanted to take out. It's a little girl. And there are only two rules that he applies to all of his jobs. No killing children, and no killing girls. So, here's where the story actually gets good, people.
I was expecting the typical fat businessman, but instead I had a scared little girl staring down the barrel of my gun. I was willing to do just about anything. Fuck, I killed an 18-year-old kid with a pipe wrench, but I draw the line at women and children, and my now ex-employer had just gotten 2 strikes here. The third was lying to me, trying to get me to rashly pull that trigger instead of hiring someone with less of a heart. I knew if we didn't get moving, she'd end up dead, so I took her back to my safe house. My safe house was an old apartment complex by the name of Lakeside Suites. There was nothing sweet about it, unless you would consider the smell of piss and cigarettes sweet. I left her in that room and decided to take a walk to clear my head.
So, you took the girl.
You know about my rule. Why hire me?
Well, it was either that or hire a whole fucking team. I knew you could handle it.
Are you deaf or just stupid? No women or children. I've been very clear about that.
Tell you what, waste her now, and I'll forget about this little disobedient outburst.
Go to hell.
Wrong call. You're fired.
So now we're given our main target, Giovanni and his whole crime squad. Italian mobsters. Yeah, that's about it. Time to kick some ass.
What the fuck is that?
And I genuinely love this part. This part is such a great moment in the game. With the music winding down and no enemies on this floor, this is the scene presented with.
By the time I got to her, she was on her way out. Her sides rose slowly as she gasped for air, but the lack of skin told me that she wasn't going to make it. She gazed up at me with her last working eye, in too much pain to produce a tear or cry out. I drew my gun, and with hesitation, I broke my rule.
That was actually an amazing scene. It's so brutal. For the 2 levels that this player has been with this character the entire time, what was enforced was his rule of no killing women or children. And then he has to break his own rule to give her a quick death. It is absolutely gut wrenching, to be honest.
If you want to take out a gang, I mean really take it out, you gotta start at the bottom. Destroy the foundation and work your way up. If I take out all their sources of revenue, they can't fund their war against me. And I want Gino to see me slice every limb off this empire his family spent generations building. So I start low, with his drug labs.
So now we get into the real meat and potatoes of this game. The drug labs is the real start of what I genuinely like about this game, and where the gameplay actually gets really, really strong and very fun to play. There are many ways to go through these 4 different drug labs, but my favorite way is to take them out from windows and behind doors, and to try and play it a bit stealthy. You also get introduced to the shotgun here, which is an absolute beast of a weapon, able to one-tap anybody from practically any distance. And the guns as a whole are just so beefy, the sound quality is so good, the weight behind them is immaculate, and just the strength of them makes you feel like John Wick, which I believe the game was going for. So, as we blast our way through the drug labs, we explode all of these chemical boxes, which is our requirement for this stage. These chemical boxes are pretty dangerous to you, the player, since their range isn't very well indicated and is surprisingly high. But destroying all these boxes can be fun, and taking out enemies with these boxes is definitely a blast. Get it? Then we move on to the docks.
Without their labs, they have to import their drugs throughout various warehouses down by the docks. I plan on paying them a visit. I want this message to be heard loud and clear. No one in those warehouses is making it out alive.
And we're given a clear mission: kill all enemies in this level. I mean, look, it's right there at the top. This is definitely a very fun stage, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, that's for sure. And now we get to my favorite gun in the entire game, the Silence Pistol. It is an absolute machine at stealth. It will not alert any enemies to where you are, even if they see the person get shot right in front of them. As long as they don't see you, they can't hear you and they won't target you. It is an absolute beast of a weapon, and I love it to death. We also get introduced to the M4, which is probably the best primary in the entire game. It's got 20 shots, shoots so incredibly fast, and will kill people in 5 shots. So you've got at least 4 kills in one magazine, and it's pretty much instant. Yes, I have forgotten to tell you about target enemies. Now, these are the guys with the little red circle around their enemy model. They will be pretty beefy, but not really much beefier than the average guy.
Before they catch wind of what I've done down at the docks, I need to hit the capos hard and fast before they have a chance to get to me. The capos use restaurants to launder their dirty money and each visit their establishments like clockwork. Lucky for me, each of these places are within a few blocks of each other. If I hurry, I can take them all down before they knew what hit them.
Now, this is probably the most unique stage in the entire game. You're going through 3 different restaurants, killing each of the capos, and you have to run to the different restaurant, which is actually a really fun mechanic and really gets you immersed in this world. Like, you're the one running to each of the restaurants and killing all of the capos. It is a very fun stage and quite a difficult stage at times too.
After that close call with the police, I managed to duck into a departing meat truck. I didn't have to read the decal on the side of the car to know it was Vince's. They call Vince the butcher for a reason, and the stiffs that I found in the back confirmed that. Rumor has it that the mob disposes of its corpses through a meat packing plant. An associate of mine had advised me not to buy their meat. The butcher dies tonight.
The butcher's stage is not very special. Like with the drug labs and the dogs, you're just going around killing everybody. There's not very much in the way of interesting substance. However, the game still keeps the player interested by using another one of its mechanics, which is the exploration of the game. I've already told you how shooting through doors and windows can lead to you getting the drop on enemies and killing them easier. But I haven't told you about finding different weapons, ammo, and health packs scattered around the maps. These are very important to gameplay because in the butcher's level, it is really, really big, and oftentimes I find myself running out of silencer ammo, which not only forces me to play a different playstyle and going in loud with my Uzi, but it also makes me look around the map and try and find anything I can use. Like in the butcher stage, there's a baseball bat. If you get a key card and instead of just going straight for the exit, you go all the way back, you can find a baseball bat. And this thing is actually pretty strong. It's a one-hit kill on any enemy, and it's completely silent. So if you're going for pure stealth, this is definitely one weapon that you want to bring with you.
What the hell was that?
With their drug operation decimated, their capos eliminated, and their corpse disposal shot to shit, it would be rude of me to leave Tommy out of the fun. Those who respect him call him the censor on account of the fact he cuts the tongues out of people he doesn't like. Tommy runs a junkyard just outside town. He uses it as a front to buy, chop, and resell stolen cars. The mob also uses Tommy's junkyard to store their weapons. Cutting them off from their arms would force them into a corner.
Now this is a great mission, and not just because this is the mission where your character shits himself.
A feeling washed over me. It wasn't the bullet wounds or the lack of sleep. There was a different battle raging inside my colon. I didn't have time to line the seat. This needed to get out of me, now. This would have been easier if I had drank more water that day. I gripped the sides of the bowl, my knuckles turning white. This outhouse was hot and humid, like a jungle that was sick. Sweat dripped down my brow and into my underpants. The plops were small, but each one got me closer to victory. I added to that pile beneath me, worrying for the next poor soul that may enter. With one more agonizing push, I was finished. I reached for some toilet paper, but alas, there was none. I searched frantically, but had to resort to the old sock method. I left one sock lighter and rejoined the fight.
It's also just a genuinely fun mission. This mission is probably the most well-designed basic level there is in this entire game. You're fighting through a junkyard and just going further and further along. There is no major mechanic or crazy level design. It is just a well done level. It's smooth, it's consistent, it has a nice flow, and even though you are directly railroaded to one specific place, there are multiple ways to get there, which is always a good sign for game development.
With all this bloodshed tonight, the remaining underbosses all fled to their hotel downtown for an emergency meeting. Apparently, Tommy was supposed to be in attendance. I'll just have to go in his place.
And yet again, we have another banger of a level. The apartments is very similar to the restaurant level, where you're taking out multiple targets in one level and moving your way through the world to get to them. But the apartments, all of the capos and the targets you have to eliminate are very, very close together. And a lot of the times, their bodyguards are as well. So being loud and going guns a-blazing is not highly recommended. Stealth does wonders in this section, just absolutely destroying this level entire.
I'm pretty sure I heard something. I'm looking over here. I hear something. Hey! Hey, watch my back.
By the end of this level, we get introduced to the next newest and baddest enemy, the SWAT members. These fuckers are absolute pains to deal with. They have high health, and they do shit tons of damage. And I mean shit tons. The shotgunners one-tap you to high hell, and there's practically no way of stopping them, so you have to pray that they miss. Otherwise, you'll be transformed into a nice red mist.
Did I hear something?
Everyone of significance in Gino's organization is now dead. Like a scared dog, he fled to the local law enforcement for protection. I knew most of them were in his pockets, but he must have had to make some palms pretty greasy to swing this one. I think it's time to give Gino his truck back.
And here we go, baby. The final level of Red Hot Vengeance, and by far its biggest level. It has double the enemies that other levels have. And given our entrance strategy, it would be a crime to play this level stealthy. So it's time to bring out the big guns, get your Uzis out, your sawed-off shotguns, and bring that M4, cause it's time to deliver some red hot vengeance, baby!
On the toes, boys. I think I heard something. What was that? Hands where I can see him. What was that? I think I heard him. Hands where I can see him. I just heard something. I'm gonna go check it out. I just heard something. I'm gonna go check it out. Get on the ground. I think I heard something. I hear something. Hey, cover me. I lost. Drop your weapon. Get on the ground. Hands where I can see it. Get on the ground. Did I hear something? I just heard something. Go check it out. Moving to position. Hands where I can see him. I just heard something. I'm gonna go check it out. Hands behind your head. Police! I think I heard something. I found it. That fucking hurts.
Fine. I don't need guns to kill you.
Please don't kill me.
You like killing little girls? I like throwing fuckers off rooftops.
Absolute cinema, people. Oh my god. 10 out of 10 game. Oh my days.
I've been meaning to thank you for all you have done for me.
I appreciate the paycheck, but I wasn't gonna let those child killers walk.
Child killers? Oh, right, you mean red. Oh, that was sad, of course, but what is really to be celebrated here is the eradication of those filthy Italians. This money is only the beginning of our friendship. With somebody like you on our payroll, nobody can stand in our way.
I guess I'm not done yet.
And what an ending. And still to this day, I don't know why he killed the Russian mobster at the end there, but I don't give a shit. If we can get Red Hot Vengeance 2, I am so down. Please, Bros Before Giraffes, please make Red Hot Vengeance 2. I absolutely love the game, and I would implore anybody, if you have made it to this part in the video, get this game. It is completely free on Steam. Please get this game. Support the developers, support the community. This is an absolutely amazing game, and I love it to death. Yes, it has its flaws, but no game comes perfect. It is a masterpiece of a game, and I highly recommend you to play the game. And Bros Before Giraffe, please make Red Hot Vengeance 2, I'm begging.